Hey, hey, how are you doing? I'm really excited to be here with you today. I'm just going to share the link in the group and I will share and I'll go live same time on Instagram. Let's see. Hello. So we're back again, live on Instagram and live on Facebook. And I am always really excited to be here, but today a little bit extra, because you might have noticed I took the month of August off of our weekly live sessions to prepare for the start of a new cohort of the Teach Yoga and English journey. And behind the scenes, I've been really busy creating new content, recharging my batteries, and to ensure that the next round is going to be the best round yet, really. But I also really missed connecting with all of you guys. And I'm super excited to be back here again, to see you all for our weekly sessions. And in the next 2 weeks, I'll be live a few more times extra to help you prepare for the English for Yoga Teachers mini course. So if you haven't done that yet, register for it, because today I will also explain a little bit about what you will learn there too. Another reason why I'm excited to be here is that this week we reached 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I expect to see a lot of new faces and connect with a lot of new people here that joined our community. And I am immensely grateful for all of you to be here with us, for all of you that have decided to start learning with us. And I feel really honored to be part of your journeys. So I want to welcome you all personally, and I would love to connect with you. So comment below, introduce yourselves, or send me a DM on Instagram or on Facebook. I'd really love to get to know you. Don't forget to introduce yourself, everybody. And like I mentioned, in 2 weeks from now, we will host the English for Yoga Teachers mini course. And because I received quite a few questions about this via email and in the DMs, I want to tell you what this is all about. Most importantly, the reason why we are hosting this, because it's to help you build your international career and really specifically build a foundation of a career that truly fulfills you. So in this session, I'm going to share a lot of different things. I'm going to share 5 steps to build that foundation of an international career. If you like, grab pen and paper. Do not hesitate to write down all your questions, all the comments, all your thoughts in the comments of the video training on Facebook or here on Instagram. And if you're watching the replay, same thing, do make use of the comment sections so I can help you and guide you even more and on a more personal level. Today may be a little bit of a longer session, because I really don't want you to miss out on all the crucial steps that you need to bear in mind when you want to build your career. So if you can't make it until the end, make sure to come back to this and watch the replay. Hit pause if you want to, or hit pause if you want to take some notes. Hit pause if you want to ask questions. Do sit down with this, because I think it's a really effective structure to not miss out on any steps and also make that journey more smoothly and more effective, really, because this way you won't miss out on all the things that you need to do, or don't make any mistakes that later on you have to correct. So sit down, grab pen and paper, ask questions if you have them. Alrighty. I'm just going to give me 1 second, save my battery on my phone. There we go. Excuse me, everyone. Thank you for your patience. So first of all, for all the people that are new here and that haven't seen me before, my name is Annie. I'm an all-round yoga teacher, trainer, and educator. And I'm also the founder of Enga Unite. So for those that are new on Facebook, it may be that you follow our Facebook page, Enga Unite, or that you follow us on Instagram, which the account is also called Enga Unite. And Enga Unite is Enga, English and yoga combined. It's a really simple name to help you understand what the name stands for. And it's an online school for multilingual yoga teachers or international yoga teachers that want to build their career. And we help you on this journey to becoming very confident speaking English and teaching yoga in English. But we also provide you with all the business skills that you need to expand an international career, or that you need to find opportunities to teach abroad. So, what kind of yoga do you teach? Personally, I teach Hatha and Vinyasa. I also have, I'm certified to teach Yin, restorative, Nidra, pregnancy, and yoga for, what is it called? Inclusive and accessibility. But what I focus on right now is helping teachers to teach. So I'm not teaching a lot of classes myself right now, but this is what I used to do in the past and why I can help you with all of these skills on your journey. So what I want you to know as well is that it's our mission at Enga to help you share your passion for yoga and build a sustainable career that can be online, it can be abroad, or it can be while you travel. Because that way, together, we can share the teachings of yoga in all places possible, even the places where yoga is now not or less available. And by that, we help more and more people find healing, peace, find health through a really beautiful practice that we all practice ourselves, but also feel so passionate about that we know a lot of people around the world will benefit from this too. So it's my mission to spread the teachings of yoga and to help you build a sustainable career by teaching and sharing it. So, an international career, what does that look like? Yeah, what does that look like? Every teacher is unique. Every person is unique. And we all have our own skills, experiences, backgrounds, our preferences, a way of working. We've got our own teaching style. So what your international career looks like could be very different from what my international career looks like. But to give you an idea, I would like to share some things that our graduates have built, some careers that the people that have done our courses already have built while they were working with us and started to expand after that as well. So there are teachers that have an international career and teach retreats. So they either have their own community and they host retreats by themselves, or they work with retreat centers or retreat organizations worldwide. So teaching retreats is an opportunity for you if you want to build an international career. There are also teachers that have their own membership of online classes or workshops, events. There are teachers that move abroad and they start their own yoga studio in another country, or teachers that are also teacher trainers and have translated their yoga teacher training to English, and by that can reach a global audience and have a bigger impact, reach more people and certify other teachers worldwide. And also teachers that have created their own courses or their own coaching programs, and they're serving their students in person or online in different places around the world. So as you see, there are lots of ways to build your international career. The key to building a fulfilling international career is to break free from what you think a yoga teacher should do and find a career path that you love, that suits your lifestyle, that suits your energy levels, that suits the way that you want to live your life or build your life or work towards. Really a career that excites you and motivates you and that you feel really driven and passionate about. Not the career that you think you should have because you're a yoga teacher, but what it is that you would like to share with your type of students. All of these things as to how to build it and how to find your passion, how to combine your passions and your skills, I teach you in the last module of the Teach Yoga in English journey. And we follow that course up by a career development course that will help you to build and expand an international career too. So if you're interested in learning more about this, you can sign up to the wait lists of these courses. And both of the links you can find in my bio. So they are the Teach Yoga in English journey and the Launch and Expand Your International Career Business course. But now, for this training, wherever in your journey you are, I want to take you through a really clear step-by-step plan to help you find structure to building your international career. Because I've already helped hundreds of multilingual yoga teachers build their international careers. And by that, I've gained a lot of insight into what it truly takes. I do not believe in overnight success. I don't believe that you become certified and straight away have a thriving international career. And I certainly do not believe that there's only one way. There's not one way to go to Rome, right? There's not one way to reach a place. I believe that everyone is unique. Everyone has their own experiences, their own approach, their learning style, other commitments, their unique goals. But I do believe that the steps I will share with you today are essential for every yoga teacher. And that way you will apply the steps, the way in which you will apply these steps require you to do some inner work. And I think it's your responsibility as a teacher to find the ways that suit you, that suit you personally. Because that way, I can guarantee you will also find ways to stay focused and motivated and disciplined to making that dream, that international career that you want, a reality. And also super fulfilling because you're really building it according to your terms, the way that you want to live your life. So if you have already gained some experience and you feel quite confident and comfortable teaching yoga, do bear with me till the end because I'm sharing all these steps one by one to meet all the teachers in the community where they are at. Because we work with a lot of different types, not different types of teachers, different stages in your journey. People that have just finished yoga teacher training, people that are teaching in their first language and now want to make that shift to English, people that maybe already own their own yoga studio, but want to expand it by teaching yoga in English. And people that are doing all of these things already and they've built a lot of confidence and skill and experience, but they want to start their own business. So they've been teaching at studios, for example, and now want to start their business. So wherever in your journey you are, all of these steps apply to you, but it might be that you already are at step 3, for example. So do bear with me to the end to make sure that you're not missing out on all the crucial things that you need to apply. So grab your pen and paper, write with me, ask questions if you have them. And I'm going to take you through the 5 steps that I believe are necessary for every teacher to build a fulfilling and a sustainable, but also profitable international teaching career. Number one, is owning your personality and be unapologetically yourself. What do I mean with that? So, as I mentioned, all teachers are different. Everyone is unique. But what I often see is that the teachers that are fresh out of their teacher training take on a role of what they think a teacher should be like. And there's nothing genuine about this. As a teacher, you are not an actor. If you want to become an actor, there's a different place for that. But as a teacher, you want to be authentic and show up as yourself to be an inspiration and to be a role model for your students. Therefore, you need to learn to accept yourself. And it sounds way easier than it's done. But you really need to accept yourself for who you are, embrace your personality, embrace your unique qualities, and also learn to cue and communicate as your authentic self. So step number 1 includes finding your voice, understanding your style of communication, understanding the language that you use in your classes and outside of your classes. Embracing your accent, especially those that are non-native English speakers, embrace your accent and let go of the fear of people judging you for your pronunciation or the way that you say things. Also, gaining experience to embody your authentic self and feel confident showing up as yourself. Defining your values, your boundaries, the things that you stand for and that make you, you. Yeah. So step number 1 is all about discovering who you are, owning your personality, and show up unapologetically for who you are. So letting go of the idea of what you think a teacher should be and really embodying your own being as a yoga teacher. Step number 2 is understanding and developing your personal teaching style. And that may sound similar to the first step, but there are different things included. So meanwhile, you are learning to completely be yourself and you show up and you speak with authenticity, you also want to pay attention to your personal teaching style. And your style includes various things, from the types of classes that you teach, from the style of yoga that you teach, the format in which you teach, to the types of students that come to your classes. Maybe there's a difference between teaching in person, online. There's a lot of different things that this includes. So in this step, you want to look at your unique qualities as a human being, but also as a yoga teacher. You want to look at your teaching skills and transferable skills. So transferable skills are the things that you've learned in life or that you learned in another job and that you can apply now to also your job as a yoga teacher. In this step, in the second step of developing your style, you also want to look at your strengths, all the things that you're good at, and also the things that you want to improve. And your characteristics, the things that make you different from all other teachers out there. Because to build an international career, what makes you different, what makes you you, your unique qualities, skills, experiences, your values, and your boundaries, all of those things can also be part of your brand and your selling points. So it's not just about developing the style that you want to bring to your classes, but for building an international career, what it is that your students sign up for when they want to work with you. So this step includes a lot of sadhyaya, a lot of self-study, and a lot of teaching practice, because only through gaining experience and receiving feedback, giving yourself constructive feedback, you'll be able to define and refine all of these points that I just mentioned. So step number 1, owning your personality and be unapologetically yourself, find your voice. And number 2, understand and develop your personal teaching style. Understand your qualities, your skills, the things you want to improve, and the characteristics that make you, you. Number 3, I'm just going to check if the audio on Facebook is on. Because
here with you today.
Yeah, it's on. Because on my laptop it says it's off. I want to make sure people can actually hear what we're speaking about. So step number 3. Step number 3 is improving your language and communication. This is for non-native English-speaking yoga teachers, but certainly also for people that are very proficient or native speakers. Most teachers in our community are multilingual or non-native English speaking. But we also have proficient and native speakers in our community. So for both of you, I've got some different things to share. For English learners that want to learn to teach yoga in English, this step includes learning the words that you truly need for your job as a yoga teacher, such as the vocabulary that we use for body parts, the vocabulary for directions, for movement, for actions, for transitions, for exiting asanas, but also phrases that inspire your students and lead mindfulness practices. Maybe you have a more of a spiritual or a motivational style of teaching. There's phrases and expressions that you want to learn for that too. You also need speaking practice to gain fluency and enhance your pronunciation. And you need vocabulary practices to gain more knowledge and learn to explain things in different ways. So these tips or these things, the things that you want to look at when we look at number 3, your language and your communication, are for English learners. If you are a proficient English speaker or a native English speaker, this step includes gaining language awareness. So to communicate with your students from all over the world, I believe that no matter how fluent you are, learning to consciously choose your words is key when building an international career. I really hope that you do not hear the sounds that are going on around me. Let me just close the door quickly. Oh, it's really loud outside. There's a big event. So for the proficient and the native speaker, so it doesn't matter how fluent you are. It's really important that you learn to consciously choose your words. So you get to deal with people from all over the world, and these students come from different backgrounds, and they have a different connotation or an association with the words that you use. Their English levels also vary. It doesn't help to just speak slower or to speak louder. Yeah, those two things do not help, and this is what I see very often. To make your classes accessible to people from all over the world and ensure clear understanding, and thereby also you foster genuine and strong student-teacher relationships, your language awareness is key. So for the proficient speakers, this step includes considering your word choice. And you will learn about how your words can be perceived by your students, connotations and associations. Also, the accessibility of the way that you put your sentences together, your sentence structures and your phrases, like phrasal verbs or colloquial language. Yeah, and how to make your communication clearer, more effective, concise, inclusive, accessible to all speakers of all levels. So improving your language and communication is not just about learning the right words, but also a lot about language awareness and how language is perceived by others. So it's the words, phrases, terminology, all of the things that can help you lead effective asana and mindfulness practices, and intentional communication to ensure accessibility in and beyond class. Alrighty? Step number 4 is the mastering of your overall teaching skills. That includes a lot of different things. So I'm going to break it down for you. In a regular yoga teacher training, we get a glimpse of all the things that we can teach. And with this, I refer to the asanas, alignment, body awareness, building your sequences, offering props, offering suggestions and variations, for some even structuring a mindfulness or meditation practice or a yoga nidra practice. What I often hear though is that many people in their yoga teacher training received a watch and learn structure. So they were given information, they absorb it, but then it stops. So they didn't receive the opportunity to actually practice and embody their skills. Yeah, so there's a lot of information, a lot of new knowledge, a lot of things that you can think about and reflect on, but not the opportunity to practice and embody the skill. And I believe that to master your teaching skills, it's extremely important that you also practice what you learn and that you receive constructive feedback for improvement, and that you also learn to give yourself feedback without judging yourself, and that you feel supported by other people working on the same things that you can learn from, that you can learn with, and that can also hold you accountable. So improving your teaching skills can include many different things depending on the type of yoga that you teach. But what I want you to work on and optimize first is the way that you put your sequences together, theming your sequences, ensuring there's a good balance between sthira and sukha, that you learn how to plan and how to structure your class as a whole. Yeah, that's a well-rounded experience as a whole, from the moment people arrive till the moment people leave the room. So even before the warm-up or centering part of your class, and even after Savasana. And also your ability to make your classes inclusive and accessible, learning how to read people's bodies, learning how to use props and explain the use of props like bolsters or straps and blocks, and optimizing your cues to ensure very quick understanding for your students so that they do not have to look up to you to see what you want them to do, or look up to other teachers in the room that disrupt the flow of their experience of their classes. So teaching skills is more than just the way that you cue. It's more than just the way that you put your classes together. It really is the overall development of a well-rounded class experience. So all of this you will do through real life teaching opportunities to practice. Just waiting for the sound to pass. Real life teaching opportunities to practice, receiving feedback, and thereby refining your skills. Knowledge is a really great start. But your knowledge is only worth something if you know how to use it. So this step number 4 about mastering your teaching skills is all about helping you to teach with more confidence, make your classes truly effective for your students, and also personal by learning how to adapt them to your students' needs, and therefore ensure more progress and a way for your students to enjoy them better and also show up consistently, right? So it's the overall development of your whole class experience. Number 5 is for the people that have done all of these things and are ready for the next step. Or for those that are ready to do a little bit more at the same time. And it's really where you start gaining the opportunities to teach abroad. So here we will look at combining your passions and skills to choose a career path that suits you. Not what you think a yoga teacher should do, but what you really want to do. So after you've identified your style, you have found your voice, you feel comfortable with who you are, you optimize your language and your communication, and you master your teaching skills, you're able now to deliver a well-rounded experience for your students. It's time to carve out your career path. Many yoga teachers fall into the trap of what they think they need to do as a yoga teacher. And most teachers think that they need to teach class after class after class, sometimes even 15 classes a week, and then eventually burn out because it takes too much from their body and their energy levels. So the key here is to find a career that suits you. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this training, what your career looks like is unique to you. You're not here to copy another teacher's model, right? Another teacher's business model. You are here because you want to find what suits you personally, what enlightens you, what excites you, what motivates you, what inspires you. Yeah, so you want to build a career that fulfills you and that you are excited about waking up in the morning to start working with your students every day. A career that really matches your ideal lifestyle and your energy levels. The options, as I shared at the beginning of our training, are limitless. They vary from online courses, in-person retreats, starting a membership, creating a series of events that teach your students things beyond the asanas, for example, hosting a workshop series or workshop weekends, even write your own yoga teacher training. In this step, we'll look at how you can combine the things that you most love, all of your passions, and the skills that you can then combine to turn that into a profitable business model that you can use for a long-lasting, a sustainable, and a profitable international teaching career. So, what you want to look at in this step are all the aspects that you need to consider when you teach abroad or when you want to move abroad. So that can be paperwork, the way that you speak to your students, the way that you market your classes, but all the things that you need to consider on an international level. The language in which you teach as well, and the language in which you write your website and your social media communications or email sequences. All the things to do with your online presence. So that also includes your website and all your social media channels. And how to attract new clients and nurture these relationships with people. So that when they start following you on Instagram, for example, they then start going to your classes or enroll in a course. How does that go? What is that procedure really? How do you nurture those relationships? And how to market yourself, how to market your offerings and sell your offerings, like programs or courses and retreats. And also how to set up your formats, all of the logistics, all of the technical things that happen behind the scenes of a business owner. Because as a yoga teacher, your skill set looks very different from the skills that you need running your own business. So to build an international career, you can see that there is work to do. And if you have come with me all the way till the end of this training here, I know that you're committed and that you're ready to take these steps. So I would absolutely love to continue this journey with you and help you build a career that you most desire and that you can break free from what no longer fulfills you so that you can start creating the life that you desire for yourself, sharing your passion for yoga with the world in a way that really serves you and your students. So, quick summary for those that have joined us a little bit later. I've given you the 5 steps to build an international career, the crucial steps that are important for every teacher, but that you have to make your own, because you can only serve from a place that feels true to you. And your students want to work with the real you, not the role of a teacher or another teacher teaching yoga because they got a certificate, but with a teacher that is passionate about what they do and passionate about what the people that they work with. So these 5 steps you have to make your own. You have to find a way that suits you. Yeah. Number 1, own your personality and be unapologetically yourself. Number 2, understand and develop your personal teaching style. Number 3, improve your language and your communication, even if you're a native or very proficient speaker. Number 4, master your overall teaching skills, not just your cueing, but also sequencing, accessibility, and inclusivity. And number 5, look at the ways to combine your passions and your skills to choose a career path that suits you. So if you missed a few of these things, do go back and watch the replay to make sure that you also understand what all of these steps include. And for now, I want to invite you, if you haven't already, to join us for the English for Yoga Teachers mini course, which is a free 3-day course where I help you build the foundation of your language skills for teaching yoga and English. So this is happening from the 14th to the 16th of September, in 2 weeks from now, if you're watching this live. And you can register for free, completely for free, until the 13th of September. So that link is also in my bio. And there we have 3 training sessions. One that is focused on your accent and your pronunciation, so finding your voice. One that's focused on learning the right vocabulary for yoga asana, and one that is focused on how to build or how to create a step-by-step plan for yourself to build a career. So we're going to take all of the things that we spoke about just now, but in way more depth for you to look at more personally. And those training, the classes are practices for you to practice speaking in English and overcome the fear of people judging you, and also practice teaching in English. So I'm going to give you a sequence that you're going to practice teaching to each other. It's all happening live. So I would really love for you to be there. And remember, you can register for free until the 13th of September. Then also sign up to the waitlist of the Teach Yoga in English journey. So this is a 6-month group program where I'm guiding you through all the steps that I explained in today's training, and you get to learn at your own pace on the online learning platform, but to hold you accountable and offer the opportunities to practice, because like I said, your knowledge is one thing, but you need to practice to own and master these skills. We host teaching practices, speaking practices, script audits to revise your scripts all together. And there's a lot of personal feedback and Q&A session, lots of live interaction to practice every week. Yeah, so we've got a semi-intensive and an intensive version of this. And this course starts on the 1st of October. So if you're ready to dive deep and really take all of these skills to the next level so that you can embody your voice, teach with total confidence in English, learn all the words, the vocabulary, the phrases, expressions that you need to teach in English, and build your international career on your terms, join that waitlist because it's happening on the 1st of October. That's when we start. It's 6 months long, but after that, you keep having access forever to all of the things that we have recorded. So all the recordings of the live sessions and all of the training modules that are already on the online learning platform. So go check that out. And lastly, if you already have done all of this work, because we have a lot of graduates here as well, people that have already been through these steps with me, and you feel confident and you feel comfortable and you feel completely yourselves teaching yoga in English and ready also to do this on an international level, I would love to invite you to join us for the Launch and Expand Your International Yoga Teaching Career business course. And this is another 6-month program where I help you establish all of your business and your marketing aspects for an international career. So all of the things that I was speaking about earlier, your website, your social media presence, the structuring and the creation of your offerings, attracting new clients, nurturing your relationships with your clients, all of the marketing and the business aspects that you need to think of to build an international career. So have a look at that. Also, that link is in my bio. That course we will start in November. Yeah, so you've got a little bit more time to prepare yourself and ask questions. Or if you want, anyone here, if you want to have some time with me to ask questions, you can always book a discovery call as well. And it's a 30-minute free call, so that can help you gain some structure, carve out your ideal path, and also define the steps that you need to take or what it is that you need to work on first to ensure smooth progress. Yeah. So lots of things to consider, lots of things to have a look at. All the links of the courses that I mentioned are in my bio. And for now, feel free to watch the replay, go through this again, and think of how you can apply these steps to yourself. Yeah, think of the 5 things that I shared with you today and how you can apply them to yourself to really show up authentically, teach what you love, work with the people that you love, and by that, build your ideal international teaching career. If you have any questions, always feel free to write me an email at annie@engaunite.com or send me a message in the DMs here on Instagram or on Facebook. And I can't wait to see all of you on Wednesday, because I'm back for our weekly live sessions. And this Wednesday, I'm going to explain some tips and tricks to optimize your cueing vocabulary. So I'm going to give you some examples of things that do not work and things that you want to use instead. So come and join me for that one. It's Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central European time. And I wish you all really great weekends. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see all of you very soon. And for all that are new here, welcome to the community. I'm really honored to be part of your journeys. I'm honored to be part of everyone's journey, but I just want to give you a big welcome to the community here. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.